welcome back to the channel. So today we've got our first 2025 330i. This is the xDrive variant to arrive. So this is LCI 2.0. So we can call this the G20.3 in Porsche speak, right? So this is Portimao Blue for store inventory. Portimao Blue means you must get the M Sport package. The other color like that for the 3 Series is Brooklyn Gray. Now on the exterior, there's not much different. The only thing that's going to be changing are the wheels. We'll get to that momentarily. So beginning up front, same headlights that you get before. Dual headlight design. Cornering light there. I'm getting to really like these daytime running lights, although not as good as the previous pre-LCI version. Then, the grille blacked out, so that means it's got the Shadowline package or M Sport Professional, depending on what model you're talking about. We also have the parking assistance camera. Now, you could opt for driving assistance package or driving assistance pro, which would one get you active cruise control for the smaller package, or driving assistance pro, which will get you some version of assisted driving. Now, it's not going to be like highway assistant on it. Car doesn't have it. So over on the side, new wheel style 995Ms. We have the red M Sport calipers, and the wheel design, it's bi-color. I think it's also kind of on the busy side, but at least it's somewhat reasonable to clean. Pretty big openings. And taking a step back, taking Portimao Blue, named after the racetrack in Portugal. Of course, it is overcast. We're not getting how this blue really looks in the sun. Moving out back, we've got the gurney flap and high gloss black. In other words, the rear spoiler. 330i badging in chrome. We got the xDrive badging. Down below, we've got our dual exhaust and our faux high gloss black plastic diffuser. So no change in taillights. And then here's the 3/4 view from the rear. Let's make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this 330i. So for the US market, we're going to get 2 variants, not including the xDrive. So it's either 330i or M340i. 330e is gone, unfortunately, for the US market. I don't understand why they did that. 330e would make a lot of sense as a plug-in hybrid, but it's gone. Can't do anything about it. So opening up, we got the Cognac perforated Sensatech. You can see seats, I think, are fairly comfortable and pretty well bolstered. And you got a little bit of contrast stitching there. Down below, you have to step up to leather in order to get side bolster adjustment, but you do have lumbar support as standard. And then the manually powered crumb catcher. And of course, M badging on the door sill. All right, so on the inside, your new M Sport steering wheel. It's the same flat bottom steering wheel that you get in M cars with some slight differences. So you do have M badging. The heated steering wheel button is gone. It is now in the iDrive. There's no M stitching here. Cruise control buttons on the left-hand side. Shift paddles. No stripe at the 12 o'clock in red. You have to step up to the M Performance model at the least. And in front of me, iDrive 8.5 Live Cockpit. You can see heads-up display, which is part of the premium package. The rest of the curved display and the trim here is the M aluminum fine brush trim. Now, in terms of brushing, it's really hard to see, but there's a little bit of effect there. It's not really touch on it. I would expect something a little bit different on the M version of this thing here, but that's what we're getting. Other thing to point out is the vent changes. So you have nipple clamps, and you see galvanic controls get you your nipple clamps in galvanic, I guess it is. Then more of the trim here in the center console area. Start stop button, and of course now we have the auto start stop button to disable it or enable it. Then your drive selector nub and iDrive controller. Starting price, the 2025 330i xDrive is $47,500. Portimao Blue starts at $650 because you do have to add the M Sport package. The Sensatech is included. Then you got Shadowline package for another $1,100. $2,650 for the M Sport package. Parking assistance adds another $700. Premium package for another $2,450. Then we got Sensatech dashboard for $350. $100 for the galvanic controls. $100 for the drive recorder, and then $875 for Harman Kardon sound system. And we got wheel locks, all of the floor mats, floating hubcaps, all told MSRP of this particular example, just a little bit over $58,000. There's more of that Sensatech dashboard. Feels, I guess, somewhat similar to the seats. Let's hop in the back seat real quick. All right, so here's more of that Cognac, which I think is a really good combination with Portimao Blue. All right, and here's a view of the cockpit from the back seat, so you can take in those new vents and the steering wheel. Down below, we've got climate control zone for the rear passengers. Now, there was some worry that this would be removed from a sedan. It's not the case. Same with the 4 Series Grand Coupe. Then you got USB-C charging ports down there at the bottom. Knee room, leg room, pretty good. The same thing about headroom. All right, move to the back. Now, the power tailgate used to be a standalone option. It's now part of the premium package. So these are kicked open. And it pops open here. So cargo area, pretty decent size. Then you've got more room by folding down those rear seats by pulling that lever. And that lever for all 3 of those seats to fold down. It's a 60-40 split. Then power tailgate here, but we can also use kick to close. And then make our way to the front and pop the hood and take in Portimao Blue in the overcast conditions here in Mountain View. So underneath the hood here is the B48 inline-4 2-liter turbo engine. It's a mild hybrid setup with 255 horsepower and 295 torques. So more than enough power and torque to get you through most everything. But that's it for our first look at the LCI 2.0 or G20.3 3 Series. See you at the next video.